Judith Percival Newby was born in Montreal, Canada. After graduating from university, she helped young singer-songwriters in Toronto's live music scene. This created a passion for promoting and developing talent. In 1975, Judith moved to Nashville with her husband Tom to manage Chardon, Charlie Pride's new management company. For 3 years, she coordinated tour schedules for Pride and Dave and Sugar. When Chardon moved to Texas, Judith became vice president of the management booking company for Ronnie Millsap, T.G. Shepherd, and Mel McDaniel. She also did PR for special events such as Cowboy Jack Clements' When I Dream video project. In those days, it was rare for a female to be vice president of a personal management company. In 1982, Tandy Rice of Top Billing brought Judith in as Director of Media Promotion and Special Events for such iconic artists as Tom T. Hall, Jerry Reed, Mel Tillis, Waylon Jennings, and Lori Morgan. In 1986, she started J.P. Newby Management, representing Johnny Rodriguez, who at that time was one of country music's most successful artists. She also teamed up with the legendary Duane Eddy during the time that John Fogerty helped Eddie get his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 1987, Don Everly brought Judith on board to help produce the first 4 years of the Everly Brothers Homecoming Musical Festival. Phil and Don Everly hosted the shows with John Prine, while Judith brought in headliners including Tammy Wynette, Duane Eddy, Bo Diddley, and Chet Atkins, to name just a few. In 1996, Judith co-founded Tapped Into with Stephen Rhodes and Preston Sullivan. For 3 years, Judith and her partners hosted the Nashville Songwriters booth at the Meadam Music Festival in Cannes, France. There, Judith connected with David Sterling and Davis Clapp of the Gen 5 organization, resulting in further developmental funding for their proprietary webcasting platform. In 1999, Newby positioned her team to webcast the entire WTO Free Trade Fair Trade Seattle, Washington event. No one could have predicted the magnitude of the resulting showdown. The Tapped Into webcast team captured the entire sequence of events for the worldwide audience, tear gas and all. This was the first ever news webcast, which was loosely depicted in the Stuart Townsend movie Battle in Seattle. Tapped Into soon became an international organization renamed StreamLogix and was eventually purchased by Thomson Reuters. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage 2017 Source Hall of Fame inductee Judith Newby.
Phew, what a ride, eh? It was fun. It was more than fun. It was exhilarating. And so I remember getting to home in the middle of the night. I'd been coming back from the Nashville networks, Nashville Now, and Lori and Crook and Chase, and the old Nashville network events that we would be doing. And at midnight, I'm driving home and I'm saying, I love my job. I mean, we worked hard, but in those days and probably now I hope too, we really worked together, and what it did was made everybody else's job easier because we did work together, and the end result was just a lot of fun, working really hard. As Source developed, we finally started having a network of people where the women could go to for support and for information, for contacts and what have you. We really didn't have that before. But as I look back on all of this, the thing that really happened for me at Source was the dear friends that are lifelong lasting, and it's my girly girlfriends there, Debbie and Karen and Kay, Jerry, Linda, and my inductee mate, wherever she is, Susan Turner, and also Michelle Martin, the travel agent extraordinaire who, patience of Job with last-minute changes for all of the on-tour events. Sorry, Michelle, we have to change it again, and she always made it work. Thank you, my dear friends. This is one of the best gifts that Source ever gave me, was your friendships. And I'm overwhelmed and honored to have had the opportunity to work with so many talented artists. There isn't the time to name them all, but I would like to call out a few of them. The Everly Brothers and Johnny Rodriguez, Dwayne Eddy, Tom T. Hall, just to name a few, and Cowboy Jack Clement, I have to put that in there too. It's an overwhelming honor when you look back at these people. And of course, these aren't the kinds of things that anybody could do on their own. And I had one of the best road crew group that I could have. And I know there are a couple of young ladies out here who are now working with Rodriguez. You should call them up. They really work quite great with this. You'll probably remember the names Hugh Bennett, Rick Durrett, and my faithful friend Ginger Anderson, the booking agent who worked with Joanne Barry. I think probably that might have been her. What we did was by networking together and working as Hugh Bennett always used to say, when nothing goes right, go left. And we got through a lot of things just with good humor, but also good team playing. And in the end, it was just a time of life that we look back and say, what a ride. When my sights started turning towards technology, it was just another part of the brain that was itching, and it just wanted to play too. And I have to give a big shout out of gratitude to David Sterling and Davis Clapp for getting the concept of taking streaming technology to Music Row and beyond, and not just getting the concept, but supporting that idea. I couldn't have done it without them. It just wouldn't have happened. And now retired, I'm still having fun. I'm still doing the things that I love to do, and working with hospice and on the executive council of Elephant Aid International. As a matter of fact, part of the Carol Buckley Human Herd is here with me today, supporting me. Katie Chudikoff, Marianne Nyquist, Kate Nyquist, and hubby, you know, we have to have Dr. Steve Nyquist in there and also I had a wonderful surprise, and I don't know where you are, Susan Stewart, but Susan Stewart arrived too, so a major part of our herd is here celebrating with me tonight. But most of all, I'd like to bow deeply with gratitude to my lifelong partner, Tom Newby, who wasn't just there for me. He was encouraging me and giving me energy to go forward and do some of these things that I didn't know whether I was able to do or not. This is really for you, my dear. You know, you should be up here with me because I did not do this alone. So I just want to say thank you, dear. Love you. and to all of you talented and wonderful women of Source. I look out here and it just warms my heart to see so many wonderful women coming together, and so many of you. And from the bottom of my grateful heart, I wish each and every one of them that, along with the success that I know you'll have with your careers, but that you also have the opportunity to look back at the end and say, I loved my job. So thank you very much for making a wonderful evening for me and for my Tommy.